What? We're back.
We are back.
It's amazing to me. We're here at the end of July, man. I mean, where did the summer go? The summer's, and now all of a sudden, every time you open up your phone or the computer, it's back to school sales. Get the kids back in that mode of getting ready to go back to school, and you say, oh, wait a minute, I was just really having a good time this summer.
I'm not I'm not okay with any of this, guys. I'm not okay with it. I'm not
So
okay with it.
Brandon's ready to rewrite the books.
I'm done. Like I feel like, and yeah, we still have some time, because the thing is, like growing up in Michigan, when it was the end of summer, it meant the end of heat. Like there was seasons changing, and the heat maybe expanded a little bit, but for the most part, we were getting, when college football was about to start. We're in the fall. We're college football weather now in
Right.
Texas, or the seventh layer of hell, as I like to call it. Um,
That's what
and,
August is traditionally.
well,
August and
and
September is,
September,
yeah, we're gonna fry these
we're
next
gonna
couple months.
fry. So it's frustrating to me. I also hate that Texas takes the kids back to school early because I think kids are in school too long anyway. I said it. Argue with me. I don't
Yeah,
care. Um, but it's hard because like you're sending the kids back to school when it's 100 degrees outside. You're also sending the kids back to school and expect me to get my child in bed at a reasonable time when it's daylight still at 9 o'clock at night. So there's that,
right.
you know, but also not just on the perspective of school, because I could go off on this for days. It feels like the end of summer, even if you don't have kids, and that happens, everything shifts because your deadline's at work. You're wrapping up, you're very close to the end of the year. So you have those goals.
Even
Maybe
though
you
you're
have,
only halfway through the year.
even though you're only halfway through the year. Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
process,
yeah,
right? It's weird. The other thing is you also have your mindset. Maybe I've got a little bit of vacation days I got to use. So I better figure out how I'm going to do that, with or without kids. And am I going to go anywhere? Am I just going to take time off? Because, I got to save for the holidays, which, by the way, the minute that school starts, I don't care what you celebrate, if you have kids or don't have kids, the holiday season is coming. And
that's
that's
right.
the holiday season.
Right.
It's,
Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, all of those.
and it's
Hey,
really weird.
Lowe's is starting to put the Christmas trees up in the stores. Already the artificial trees at least are all going up in all of the stores and everything. So whether you like it or not, the writing is on the wall.
And
And you brought
I
up
feel forced. Go
one
ahead.
point you brought up about the kids going back to the school so early. When you stop and look at the school year now, they have to go back a couple of weeks into August because they got so many freaking holidays during the year where they're closed on a Friday for a teacher's whatever conference, and they're closed on a Monday for a Monday holiday, and the schools close for so many damn reasons, but the kids are mandated to have to be in school so many days during the year. So that's why they get out late and they go back early.
Well, look at the situation. Well, they get out early if you compare it to the rest of the world. But I mean, in May, they're out before Memorial Day.
Yeah, yeah,
Here's the thing, though. The kids go to school back in August. 2 weeks later, they're out Friday, Monday because of Labor Day. You
right,
can't even get in
exactly.
a routine for the kids. And then, oh, don't forget, once the end of September hits, they got 2 days off for teacher freaking coffee break or whatever. You
Right.
know what I
Then
mean? Like,
early October, you got
yeah, and
Columbus
then you're in
Day, and that's
holiday
another one
time.
of those.
So, but it's frustrating for me because, and I'm not the only one, I'm looking at it. What I have in August is stressing me out. I'm not going to lie. And I've accepted the fact that I am going to be stressed out because so within August, we have a major reset at work, a major wine reset. So I'm going to be going in overnight. That sounds miserable already. It's time and a half, so I'll take it, but it
Yeah.
still sounds miserable. That's also a mere couple days before our new location opens, which I'm going to go help grand open. So great. Luke goes back to school during that time. Awesome. Can't wait for that. Super
Yeah.
excited.
Got to
Then a
redo your
week,
schedule for that.
yeah, then a week later, I get to do inventory at work, which, and so I have that prep going where I'm going to be there at 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, so there's that process, and I've accepted that August is going to suck, and I'm just going to own it. But I feel like we're being forced by the way our lifestyle is to erase time because we're constantly planning, even with this show. And it's good that we do this. We do shows 4 or 5 weeks out if we're lucky. We have to. But because we're looking ahead at the next month, you and I are going to be looking at September soon, you know? And I'm
Right.
not in September yet. I'm not there yet. I want to, how can we live in this little moment with minimal everyday planning when we're planning 5 months ahead? We're wasting, like, and I think that's why I enjoyed vacation so much and why vacation is so crucial because I'm still feeling pretty relaxed. I'm back in the grind.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but I never felt so rejuvenated from that trip. It hasn't happened. And yeah, it was a lot of money. And yeah, I'm playing catch up, but I don't care. It's life, you know?
But
Um,
it was a lot of money before you went on the trip.
yes,
And then when the trip is over, then you look back and you say, man, I can justify every dollar because it
I
was
can justify it.
absolutely worth it.
100%.
Yep.
100%. You tighten the belt buckle a little, you lock things down. You go to the coffee shop once a month instead of 5 times in a day. And,
Right.
you do that. But yeah, it's crazy to me, man. It's crazy how things have changed from when we were kids and how summer is and the process. And a part of it's because we're adults, but or allegedly. But yeah, it's man, summer, man, it's over, dude. It's all gonna be over.
Yeah, and it's a shame that at the beginning of August we are recognizing summer as being over.
It
It
doesn't
when we
make
were
sense.
growing up, summer wasn't over until after Labor Day.
Yes, right.
You know,
And I
after
think
Labor
it's
Day, you'd go back to school and summer was over, and then pretty soon the leaves were going to start falling and the temperatures were going to start coming down, and that doesn't happen anymore.
well, like put in perspective, I've got Oktoberfest beer sitting in my ware room right now. And granted, I'm not putting them out yet, but I got
Yeah,
them. I got them.
yeah, yeah,
It's crazy. I don't know. I think the best thing for people like me or parents or is really to try, I mean, to separate your responsibilities from your leisure time in the best way possible. I think we all struggle with that, but I
yeah.
think like, look, if it's your day off or you're not at work yet, you don't answer that phone call. Don't answer that email. Don't text. Like, unless they're paying you to do that, why are you doing it? You know, um, I didn't talk to anybody about work in those 6 days I was off, 7 days I was off. I did not. Did I have a group chat with my partners at work? Yeah. Did I send them pictures of stuff because they wanted to see? That's all I did.
Yeah.
And not one of them bothered me about anything that was worth anything. Because the reality is, what am I going to do about it?
Well, and they also want that same level of respect when they
They
go
want
on
it.
vacation too.
And
You know,
that's it. Don't bother them. If you want to send me a picture, because you're at like I had one of my partners went back to Detroit, so
yeah,
she was sending me pictures where she was at because she knows that's cool, respect. But I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm
yeah.
gonna leave you alone.
Well, and I think that over these years and everything, when you do have that day off, you really want to plan to make that the best use of your time that you possibly can. Because I mean, there's been far too many times that I remember having a day off, and all of a sudden it was 5 o'clock and time for dinner, and where did the day go, and what did I accomplish?
That happens to me too. That's why I think it's so crucial to have those back-to-back days. It doesn't
Yeah,
always work. It's not working for me this week or next week, but because I just don't. But because then you can take a day to be like, okay, I'm gonna waste my day like with fun stuff. Whether I go meet up with a friend or go to the gym, go to the pool, day drink, binge watch all day, sit on the patio, listen to music and read, whatever that may be. And then the
yeah,
next day, I'm going to do laundry, clean, get my car washed, whatever. And at least you're being productive. It's hard when you have that one day and you're like, well, I want to go to bed early, but I want to watch this movie, but I want to swim. And so I think those hours, I think for people, they need to look at those hours that they have in between their responsibilities. August is, for many people, it's wrapping up the summer, as weird as that sounds. So those
right.
hours that you have before work, why would you do it with work stuff? Make a big breakfast, go to the gym, sit on the patio and sip on your coffee and relax. Or if you have kids, spend those couple hours with them before you get ready for work
Yeah,
and
yeah.
make it important so that their time feels valuable and they know that you are giving them that time, whatever it may be.
Yeah, you're absolutely right because I was just going to say you can have a plan for that day off, but if you've got a child, sometimes they come in and say, "Dad, can we go do this?" And you have to say to yourself, "Do I stick to my plan or yeah,
Yeah.
I'll just wad up the plan and let's go do something."
And I think more often than not, you have to wad up that plan and throw it away.
Yeah,
I think so.
I think so.
And I think there's a balance. There are some things, like there are times I've had to make a phone call on my day off, and we'll say an emergency, and it needed to happen. And it might have been a 20, 30 minute boom. And I've looked at Luke and been like, Dad's got to make this phone call, buddy. He knows I'm not trying to just be on my phone and waste my time and
Right, right, right.
whatever. So, but it also shows him the maturity, the responsibility. Or I've said, hey, bud, tomorrow I need an hour. I need you to go pick up your room. I've got to get this. I got to vacuum. I got to empty the litter box because I'm not going to have time the rest of the week to do this. So again, it's still showing them that responsibility. It's teaching them what you have to do and taking a time out. And then it's like, once we're done with this, bro, we got nothing, you know? And
Right.
that's, I don't know. I feel like for me, I almost needed that vacation to kick me in the
So
stomach
it's a restart.
to remind me this is how you
Yeah,
focus. So,
yeah, yeah. But so, well, anyway, it's that time of the year, folks. You got to go out and start getting prepared for sending the kiddos back to school, and also in rearranging your schedule to fit
yeah,
into theirs. But you make it happen. I mean, it's not that difficult. You
it's
just
not. Oh, the other thing too. Yeah, Luke starts football in September.
really.
Yeah,
And that's the other thing is you talk about schools going back in the middle of August and all. I feel so so much empathy for all of these kids that are dressed out in their football gear,
I'm not
practicing
excited. I'm
for
not.
for the football season that starts in September and it's still 100 degrees out.
I'm not excited about it. Um,
Did he
for
choose this? He
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 wanted to
wanted
do
football.
football. We talked about a lot of stuff, and he wanted football. There was a program that was a month long that I wanted. Frankly, it was a little pricey though, obviously, but I wanted
Well,
because I thought it's a month.
this is a football state too.
Yeah. Now this is not hardcore, although I'm sure there's going to be some kids on there that are. It's flag, obviously. He ain't
Yeah,
doing no tackle. It ain't happening. Not
yeah,
right now.
no.
Um, he's in second grade for God's sakes, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Um,
But there's some other dad that's telling his kid, go out there and break his leg.
Yeah, well, that happens, then me and that dad have a problem,
Yeah,
and
right.
nobody wants that. So, um,
That's
but
that's when your Detroit comes out.
yeah, nobody wants that. I could switch it real quick. Um, but this one's a little bit longer. It's 2 months. It's on Saturdays.
Oh, wow. Oh,
And I'm like, okay, it's a Saturday morning, so that's the best. But I'm
Yeah.
like, that's exhausting, dude. That's 8 Saturdays
Yeah.
on his 2 days off from school that he's gonna, that's a commitment. This kid's gonna, I told him the rule, you gotta finish. You don't
Right.
have to ever play again,
Yeah,
but
right.
you
Right. You
gotta
don't have to go
finish,
back
buddy.
next year if you don't want, but do it
And
this
if
this time.
this is and I said because you're not going to be able to sit out. Now, if the coach has you sitting because of it's not your time, that's different. But we did the research on the program. It seems all right. I don't know. We'll see. I would have preferred soccer because that's me, but he had
Yeah.
even talked about basketball, which I would have preferred because it was inside. Um, Even though he's short, him and I play a lot of basketball. So, but you know what? Hey, man, you got to let the kids try things. So that's going to be exciting. But that's another thing this year.
That's
Anyway,
right.
guys, our time is over. Um, so you guys, like Stuart said, come back every Tuesday. Even through
That's
the
it.
school year, we'll be here.
That's right. We're going out to start shopping for the kids for all their school gear.
No, yeah, God.
Yeah. Join us next week. Go out, make it a good one, and spend as much time as you can with those kiddos now before they go back to school. That's important.
That's true.
All right. Catch you next week. Bye.